Good morning to you. You're watching Camnet TV, not just another channel. Welcome to the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. I'm your host. My name is Precious Mzea Sakaleji. I would definitely say it has been a very, very interesting week. A full house. Parliament just resumed yesterday, and first things first, the speech for me held 1,000 words: reassurance, promises, and hoping that you got a chance to actually listen to the presidential speech yesterday as Parliament resumes. And also, I'm looking forward to the Parliament debates, and there are some mixed feelings with the new cabinet that has been formed. So the question that we are posing to you is, what is your take on the new cabinet? Remember that you can come through via our Facebook platform, or maybe you can call us on 0968 675273. And also we will be talking on the other side about preventing suicide, because this is a month where they talk about suicide awareness, and also what you can do to make sure that you are able to notice that in a friend, a relative, or even someone in your community. So we'll be having a psychiatrist that will come through and talk about that. And then later on, we'll be having youths from an organization that will just talk about youth empowerment and also what is expected of the youths at this particular time. Now remember that this is the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show, and also we're coming to you to make sure that we update you on what has been happening in current affairs in the course of the week, just in case you didn't get an opportunity to actually listen to the news, or maybe you were too busy to actually just even eardrop on what has been happening around. And also, during the appointment of the cabinet, which was on Tuesday, I stand to be corrected on the date, people were expectant after everybody was announced who was minister of who and who was taking on what position. There was a moment of silence before Honorable Gary Nkombo was actually given his position. Everybody was waiting to say, what position is he getting? Is he getting any or not? Okay, so now that is the talk of the town, the new cabinet. Mixed emotions from different stakeholders, key holders, and also the citizenry at large. So remember that you can come through and give us your opinion on what you think about the new cabinet. Now, quickly getting into what the show has in store for you and unfolding what we have for the day, let's just quickly get into the morning boost. Stretch your muscles. If you have a partner that you do it with, make sure that you call them and tell them it's time for the morning boost and just exercise, not forgetting to make sure that we just boost our immune system. I will be back on the other side with the conversation. Let's get into the morning boost exercise. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to our morning breakfast, and this is the Morning Boost, and I am your presenter, Isaac Matsa. I am here so that we can be able to do a warm-up exercise together just before you go about your day. All right, as usual, we are going to start with a warm-up. There we go, warm-up. 1 minute warm-up. After that, we'll be able to do some mountain climbers. Just that. For a minute. Let's go. How was your night? Say something so that we know where you're watching us from. If you're watching via Facebook, let's go. By the way, this is what I'm doing. See that? That's the workout all together. You're going to feel your calves actually. You're going to feel your legs. 1 minute warm up. Let's go. And let's change to the warm up. That protein. Go. 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 Down with the warm up. Getting into a wake up now. Let's go. Faster. Faster. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's it. Today, we're going to do something different. Let's do this now. Go down. Lay flat. It's a 3-minute workout. Bring in your leg out, in, out, okay? In, out, in, out. That's the workout you're gonna do now. So you come here, go down, body posture like that. Let's go. 1, 2. Let's work on the tummy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's your first 10. So I'm gonna do another 10. Let's go. Same thing. Down, straight up, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're doing it correctly, you're gonna feel your arms. 10. Okay, so that's 20. I have 2 more sets. Remember, just 5 minutes every morning. That's all you need. Okay, 3rd set, let's go. 1, 2, 3. You should feel your arms. 4, and the belly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's my 3rd set. I'm gonna do the 4th one now. So that's gonna be 40. So I'm working on the tummy, also strengthening my arms. Let's go, last 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. So I've worked on my triceps and biceps, burning fat on the arms and the tummy as well. Okay, so the same workout. This time I'm gonna do it faster. Remember, it's a 3-minute workout. Okay, so I'm good. 1 minute now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's cool down. So try that. After you come back home, try to do those workouts. And they're going to work out for you perfectly. So this is very good for you every time you do that. So let's do now cooling down now. Easy. Easy. You've done the workout already. Easy. Thank you so much. This is Isaac Matsa, and I'm going to see you again. Stay blessed and stay fit. Thank you.
Camnet TV, not just another channel of the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. The question I am posing to you is, what are your views on the new cabinet? Now, there was a presidential appointment. It's now a full house. I am excited that Parliament has resumed. Looking forward to the debates and also different topics that will be discussed, and also hoping that one of them will involve the children and women. Now, moving on, for those of you that didn't get a chance to actually watch the presidential appointment, here is something for those of you that missed it.
Zambians have been eagerly awaiting announcement of the cabinet by the head of state, which seems to have taken a long time. President Hakainde Hichilema Tuesday appointed 17 cabinet ministers and 1 State House private secretary. This brings the total number of ministers announced to 18, including Minister of Finance Stumbeko Msokotwane. The cabinet has seen the return of old faces such as Sylvia Masebo and Felix Mutati as Minister of Health and Technology and Science respectively, both who served under the Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, MMD. The cabinet has also welcomed new entrants such as Mulambo Haimbe, who is also Lusaka's Central Member of Parliament, as Minister of Justice.
After the oath of office, I'll move to the oath of allegiance. Please repeat after me. I, Ambrose Luigi Lufuma,
Jacob Mwimbu,
Stanley Kafuo,
Peter Chibwekapala,
Mike Elton Mposha,
Doreen Sefuke Mwamba,
Brenda Tambatamba,
Sheo Shatoli Mulihata,
Elisha Matambo, Cornelius Mwai,
Larija Mandi Mchuma,
Frank Museva Tayali,
Mulambo Aimbe.
President Hakainde Hichilema, speaking during the swearing-in ceremony, has highlighted that upholding promises made to the Zambian people remains paramount to the government.
I said, give me another. He said, I think the debate is over. I understand you. I understand what you've been saying. So you, the ministers, cabinet, and provincial ministers need to understand this issue that individual was asking me. And you should be able to explain to people, and that's why you're occupying public office, to make sure our people have food, to make sure that our children go to school. And that means using resources, scarce resources, properly.
Meanwhile, Governance Elections Advocacy Research Services GEA's Executive Director McDonald Chipenzi says the cabinet is reflective of all tribes.
It also looks very, very good, because you have almost everyone in government. You have Mutati from the north, you have Mirupi from the west, you have Tambatamba from northwest, and Rufuma Mchima from northwest. You have the southern part, Jack Mwimbu, Cornelius Mwekwa, and others, Douglas Yagarima, and then you have Lusaka province, you have Muriata, Masevo, you have Kakubon, the central province, and so on and so forth. So
more appointments are expected in the coming days. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
There you have it. That is the new cabinet. Now, there has been talks from different stakeholders about the people. Others are saying they have been recycled. We're talking the likes of Sylvia Masebo, and also not forgetting Felix Mtati, and also our Minister of Finance. But honestly speaking, I feel if the president got people from the previous government or from the previous regime, I think it's actually the criteria I think was used is based on how they executed their job, and also what they did as they served as ministers, and also how they made sure that that department was worked on. So I'm just looking forward to see if they will manage to actually work on the things that have been put in place, and also the projects that are expected to be done. Now, like I said, it has been a very, very interesting week. One of my favorite politicians, who is Mr. Kambwili, made headlines. He's been acquitted of 39 counts. He is in the opposition, that's the Patriotic Front, and also 5 others. So now he has been in court back and forth with the courts for 4 years, and also he gave a speech immediately after the acquittal, saying that he forgives everybody that politically persecuted him, and that moving forward he is going to make sure that things flow. He has 1 count pending, though, 1 case pending in court, which is a defamation of the former Republican president, Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So we're looking forward to see how that case will go on the other side. And also we're talking about critics that have been thrown at the new government. Of course, they have been coming in from the time the president won the general elections. That was on the 12th of August 2021, where government actually Zambians went to the polls and casted their votes. So had different people coming in with the different views and opinion, not forgetting the current project binoculars that is currently going on. Looking forward to see how that will actually be giving us results. So he says he's put cars in different provinces, just making sure that the government actually deliver the promises that they told the people of Zambia during the campaign. Not forgetting, we also have different people. We're talking the likes of Mr. Brand Mundubile and also Mr. Stephen Kampiongo, who have been criticizing the government and also certain things that are happening right now. Not forgetting, on the other side, His Excellence's speech just at the opening of Parliament yesterday is the talks on social media, different platforms. We're talking of Twitter, Facebook, and also not forgetting WhatsApp statuses. People are talking about the speech and what was said in the speech. Quite impressive. A number of youths have been impressed with how it has been said, and also not forgetting some students on the other side have been complaining of others that have gotten bursaries and others that have been left out. So there actually is a protest going on amongst those students that have not been chosen. We'll be giving you a clip on that later on. Now, quickly, on the other side also, a new local government minister has been moving from one market and one bus station to the other, just trying to make sure that law and order prevails in these places. Not forgetting the removal of cadres in all bus stations and markets, and also the reassurance and the promise that everybody and the rule that has been put down that everybody needs to pay their taxes to the authorities, which is the Lusaka City Council, and also a suggestion from different stakeholders that there needs to be banks and police posts that need to be built in these places, so that if there are any cases of illegal collection of taxes by the cadres, they are easily reported, and also the depositing of the money once it's collected from the marketeers. So right about now, let's quickly get into not forgetting, before we actually get into our next clip, Bishop Mambo actually talked about the scrapping off of the Ministry of Religious Affairs. They say corruption had been going on, a lot of things had been going on in the country, and the ministry was not doing anything to make sure that they tell the people what the way forward is. So that talk on the other side, though we've had different complaints from different institutions. One of them is the disability section complaining that they don't have somebody that is representing them in Parliament, and also the complaint that we don't have enough women in these positions. So now we have a whole lot of things fully packed for you, just like I mentioned at the beginning of the show. And remember that the question we're asking today is, what is your take on the new government? 0968695472, and also get to our Facebook platform. A question has been posted there. You can just comment and we'll gladly read out the comment for you. So now let's take a look at the critics, okay, that have come forth with the new cabinet. Okay, so we're waiting to see. We'll definitely let you know if that clip is ready. Remember, it's the talk of the town, the new cabinet. I remember there was a meme that has been moving around on social media, which is Facebook, to say if you're not proud or happy with the new cabinet, here are some materials you might actually build your own. Very, very, very funny. So now quickly, let's get into this clip, and then I will join you on the other side.
Are you a small to medium enterprise looking to advertise your products and services within your community and across Zambia? In these economic times, we are here to help you grow your business. Advertise with us on Camnet Market. Camnet Market is offering lower rates for prime time advertising between 06 to 18 hours every day to give your business an edge under the new normal and beyond. For more details, contact us on the following numbers: 097 975 3010 or 096 296 5883, as well as 096 2 444 726. You can also reach us via email on info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Okay, now getting back to what has been happening around his excellent speech at the opening, and the parliament has actually resumed. So we're looking forward, like I said, to what topics will be discussed from different members of parliament, different constituencies, and also not forgetting from different political parties. It's not only the ruling government that is in parliament. That's one thing that you need to put in mind. So now let's take a look at this clip where we get to hear the presidential speech as Parliament resumed yesterday.
The long-awaited 13th session of the National Assembly has finally come to pass, and Zambia's Republican President Hakainde Hichilema Friday morning presided over Parliament. The address by the head of state was under the theme, Creating a United, Prosperous and Equitable Zambia, Restoring Economic Growth and Safeguarding Livelihood. While corruption has hampered the development of the country, President Hichilema says his administration will introduce a specialized fast-track stolen court recovery mechanism and courts for corruption and economic crimes.
We will increase the benefits of being honest rather than being dishonest as observed in the past. And the cost of being corrupt will be made high. Madam Speaker, Further, we will introduce specialized fast-track stolen assets recovery mechanisms and courts for corruption and economic crimes. We will also enact legislation where it's weak on ethics and integrity for improved transparency and accountability.
Among other promises, the president has assured that a premium will be placed on empowering women and young people through empowerment and livelihood programs. To this, women empowerment will be an important strategy for overcoming poverty, marginalization, and other social ills.
Madam Speaker, a premium will also be placed on empowering our women and young people through empowerment and livelihood programs in this area. We will also devote our efforts in providing skills training for self-employment, as well as increasing access to credit, coupled with financial literacy.
Among other sectors, the president says he will transform the FISI program to ensure that the agriculture sector is sustainable.
Madam Speaker, to improve agricultural production, productivity, government will ensure access to affordable agricultural inputs, such as fertilizers, chemicals, pesticides, and others. This will be achieved through the redesigning of the Farmer Input Support Program to transform it into a more cost-effective and sustainable intervention. This will promote cost efficiency and enhance private sector participation.
The president has also underscored the importance of the tourism sector, which he says the country has not been fully utilizing its potential.
Our country is endowed with abundant natural beauty, coupled with a rich cultural heritage. We have unique and pristine tourism sites that must be harnessed to benefit all our people. To this effect, our government will prioritize tourism as one of the key sectors for restoring economic growth, creating jobs, and reducing poverty. The potential of the tourism sector has, however, not been fully exploited. We all know that.
President Hichilema says, among other things, his government will review the mining policies, ensure cost-reflective tariff and end load shedding, restructure and finance reforms in ZESCO to enhance effectiveness, engage private sector participation in the fuel business, reduce transaction cost of doing business, support small and medium enterprise, develop the railway sector, restore the rule of law, improve access to education, health, social protection, as well as water and sanitation. The head of state has also tasked youths in the country to be innovative and not wait on monthly paid jobs. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
So now we know that everything that the government does, there's always somebody that wants to say something about it. Now, the surviving Patriotic Front members of Parliament have actually described the presidential address as shallow. Okay, we're talking the likes of Mr. Stephen Kampyongo and Brian Mundubile. So let's take a look at this clip and then we'll come back on the other side.
Time and change are always in sync, and it is that time to switch positions from executive to backbencher and vice versa. And that is indeed a reflection in the Zambian parliament between the Patriotic Front PF and the United Party for National Development UPND. Certainly, divergent views have emerged on President Hakainde Hichilema's address to the National Assembly in Lusaka Friday. The head of state brought out a number of cross-cutting issues in his speech, but Patriotic Front member of the Central Committee, Brian Mundubile, believes the speech was too apologetic. He charges that the president was not clear about delivering free education.
The president's speech fell below people's expectations. If you were to weight this speech against the pre-election promises, you will agree with me that indeed it fell below people's expectations. First of all, it is true to state that the pre-election promises revolved around free education. They revolved around reduction in youth unemployment. They revolved around turning the economy around. Now, when you listen to the president's speech, I think he was apologetic. The president was apologetic in his speech.
Mr. Mundubile says there's no clear statement backing the value of fixed concept on the issue of youth unemployment.
Free education is free education. He began to categorize individuals that would qualify. That was not stated earlier, and I know that most parents out there are very, very disappointed. Secondly, there is no clear roadmap. Against the value fixed mantra, we didn't see any clear roadmap on how the president will reduce youth unemployment. He spoke in generalities because I was very eager to listen and support the president if he came up with a formula that will reduce youth unemployment. But what we saw was that the president was speaking in generalities. I also feel that it was a lost opportunity where the president should have used that platform to clarify some of the issues that came out of his BBC interview, where he said that the debt was understated, the national debt was understated. He also talked about empty coffers. This has brought about a lot of anxiety in the minds of investors and indeed other cooperating partners.
However, UPND spokesperson Cornelius Mwetua Thursday, 9th September 2021, advised the PF against premature checks and balances after allegedly messing up the country.
So those colleagues in the PF should be the last ones to talk, because they still have to account for the corruption they were involved in.
But PF Shuangando Member of Parliament Stephen Kampyongo says not until they deliver what they promised the people of Zambia.
That's what we are going to do. I mean, we are the past government, now we're in the opposition. We are elected by the people of Zambia to ensure that we hold the current government accountable, and we also make sure that they don't veer off from their promises. And that's very key. That's what I'm saying. We expected the president to unpack how the implementation of the education sector premised on free education, access to free quality education from primary to tertiary education. That's a promise that has been on the table. So we wanted the president to unpack how that is going to be implemented, not to say to avoid talking about free education and don't talk about quality education. That's where we start having challenges.
Patrick Soko, Camnet News in Lusaka.
Well, welcome back. You're still watching the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. What is your views or what is your take on the new cabinet? 0968675273, 0968675273. You can come through on that line, or you can get to our Facebook platform. Now, we're talking the scrapping off of the Ministry of Religious Affairs. There has been different talks, both from the citizens and also other stakeholders, talking about how the ministry didn't serve its purpose. There are so many things that were going wrong in the country that were supposed to be handled by the Ministry of Religious Affairs, but that wasn't done. So it being scrapped off is actually a good idea according to some stakeholders. Now, one of them that actually gave their views on the scrapping off the Ministry of Religious Affairs is Bishop John Mambo, and this is what he had to say.
Because it didn't help us. It's a corrupt ministry. We don't want it. Just like the press will be regulated, we'll also be regulated. We shouldn't waste money to create a ministry that will not work. When did she pronounce about corruption, even with people that we know? That was never said. That has never been said. We were rejoicing. We took people to go around using our money to campaign against Big Ten. Those were crazy. They are the first one to be seen in BRT1 at Hero Stadium. We were building a house of worship. If you go there now, material has been stolen. So I think the church, let the church be the church, not be something else.
Well, there you have it. What is your take on the new government, or what are your views on the new government? 0968675273. Facebook page is Camnet TV. If you haven't liked the page, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get there, comment, and we will definitely read out your comment. Quickly moving on to our next clip that made headlines on the cost of the week is the acquittal of Patriotic Front member Dr. Chishimba Kambwili of the 39 counts, and also with the 5 others. This is two former employees of the Zambia Revenue Authority, that's ZRA, and also his son, and Mwamuna Engineering Services. So the 39 counts that they were found with, which one of them was obtaining by using a false document to get certain materials, which were some proceeds of crime on the other side. So he has been acquitted of all the 39 counts. Now, this has been after back and forth with the courts in the last 4 years, different cases with him, but for these 39 counts, he's been acquitted of all of them together with the 5 others. We'll get back after this.
After 4 years of trial, the Lusaka's Magistrate Court Thursday morning found opposition Patriotic Front member Chishimba Kambwili not guilty of all the 39 counts of different charges he was accused of, among those forgery, taking pecuniary advantage, and being in possession of property suspected to be proceeds of crime amounting to over 6 million kwacha. Delivering a 2-hour judgment, High Court Judge Mwakami Kalile, who sat as principal magistrate, acquitted Kambwili and 4 others as the allegations against them failed to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. In a judgment, Justice Mikalile stated that during Kambwili's defense, he provided the court with evidence of his legitimate source of income, hence the charge of proceeds of crime failed to stand, and further provided the court with evidence of the contracts he had with companies such as China Henan and hard virus businesses which he was running.
Very painful 4 years from the time I was fired from government on this same allegation of being corrupt. I did issue a statement when these matters were brought to court that I'm as clean as Dr. Kaunda's handkerchief. I go into public service to serve, not to steal or to tamper with public money. I was treated like this based on political patronage. And I don't want any Zambian to go through what I've gone through. I have since forgiven all the people that did these things to me, and I have no grudge against them, but to tell them that they should learn that they should never ever do these things to any Zambian. For me, from deep down the bottom of my heart, I have forgiven them unreservedly.
In 2018, Kambwili, a former leader of an opposition political party, was dragged to court and jointly charged together with his son Mwamuna Engineering and Technical Services, 2 former Zambia Revenue Authority's employees, Musonda Lukwesa, a senior inspector, and Mulenga Kapilima, a revenue officer. The two ZRA officials were accused of having prepared false documents indicating that Momona Company was tax compliant. However, the court acquitted the two as they had authority to prepare the tax clearance certificate for Momona Engineering and Technical Services.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel now. I don't know. All I want is to see the president of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. I want to explain few issues. What employees go through in these status. People, their interest is to protect their jobs for political gain. This hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy.
Look, me, I was the taxpayer services manager in Kenya, and I was the only one with authority to issue tax clearance certificate. How then did I issue a false tax clearance certificate? No, it was because of Tshimbakambwili. They wanted to fix Tshimbakambwili. Then they identified me and the leaders the route to fix him.
Despite being acquitted in this case, Dr. Kambuli still has one more pending case of defamation of the president before the magistrate court. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
What are your views on the new cabinet? 0968675273. Now quickly get into our Facebook platform and also the comments that have been coming through. This one is coming through from Kalimba Jord, and he's saying great move watching from Kaputa northern province. Thank you so much for coming through. And then this one is coming from Junior Frank, and he's saying watching from Cooperbelt Luansha Mpatamato. Thank you so much for coming through. Joseph Kengenda, he's saying people should exercise patience instead of rushing and confusing citizens. Thank you so much for coming through. Luke Muyamba is saying those are shallow people. They cried one Zambia, one region. Which people, he said. And then Devi Hamajila says thank you for buying those police vehicles. Thank you so much for coming through. Mukwasu Maziwuku says everything is well now and free education will be delivered. Joseph Kengenda comes back to say, now let's say Bali started fixing things, started fixing them for plundering of resources, religious affairs. It was completely nothing to do with Christians because it was not balancing its leadership. Thank you so much for coming through. Luke Muyamba is saying, just a quick reminder, 1, corruption, 2, injustice, 3, high cost of living, 4, freedom of expression, 5, caterism, 6, no job unless connection, 7, police brutality, 8, tribalism, 9, no respect for education, for educated ones, 10, appointments from 2 regions, and 11, gassing. Ask those to answer. Okay. And then this one is coming from James Makina Mukuma, and he's saying watching from Sulwezi. Bonaventure Chondwa says watching from Northwestern Province. Thank you so much to everybody that actually came through with the comments on Facebook. Remember that you can actually also call us. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, Madam Precious, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Precious. How are you?
I'm okay.
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, my sister, why now feel bueno? But my me ya utabai confession geto bari ndio kuiborja. Baje tena mapasta ya pesi. Wale kwacho kutetemwa balungu kwa watu mukakija. Deni Basmaili yari karamba rero kukia corruption bakiye kunebaji rezo tabare atakwepito tabare susha so ila ministry wasa wilo because na yadi rero kupatana musharo twali mwana basi oko bale ba one side kwa now Christian Polungu brand wa ministry here. So, the ministry to associate President HS, Papo Yako. Then in a ministry, if you want to go up Yako, what na ena ya ministry bakule because not money kuna kwena okochali one side oko anetungira wa PF. So yena ya ministry please mfremwa isinyako then ukuta ku so pia bakwete sheba amoba mutsaje ba flex mutsaje umuntu ngabo mbalishaho mbalingi yokutyusha nati kwata bali yabanga bomba byetulo. So kucha move ba politician bali muyu nipi muPF ateni bale wale makoto oko banusha tukuvyara pia oko baya bale abantu basiya tatwe bakabira iyo muteko bwetwa yende. So muntu manabo makwira tushashira kora experience. Thank you very much, my sister.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That is Washi Precious from the Copper Belt, one of our very, very committed callers. Thank you for coming through. One of the points that he said that I picked out while he was giving his views is about the old politicians that have actually gotten certain positions in the new regime, and he's saying once you work you need to rest. He feels there are actually quite a number of youths that can handle those positions that have been given to people that have already worked for different governments, inclusive of the UNIP, MMD, the Patriotic Front, and the likes. So like I mentioned earlier, you can also come through and give us your views and opinion. That's 0968675273. For now, we just take a quick break and then we'll continue with the conversation on the other side.
The Camnet October Conference is fast approaching. To participate in the forthcoming conference, you're required to book your seat by paying 750 kwacha per person per day. Date 1st and 2nd October 2021. Venue the Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill. Guest speakers include Professor Reda, Professor Munkumba, Mr. Nkuruma Kalaluka, Dr. Musonda, Dr. Sitima, Anthony from USA, Dr. Mwale, Honorable Bob Sichinga, Elias Bondela, and your hosts, Pastors Victoria and Moses Chiluba.
The deadline for payments will be 28 September 2021. Any late payment made after 28 September will attract a penalty fee of 200 kwacha per person.
Make your payments through mobile money. For MTN 096 296 5883. For Airtel 097 975 3010. Our banking details are 913 000 182 5325. Stanbic Bank, Kablonga Branch.
0968-675-273, I'll get to Camnet TV on Facebook. Now, for those of you that have just joined us, the question that we're asking is, what are your views on the new cabinet? And also earlier on, we spoke of different things that have been happening in the course of the week, one of them being the presidential speech as Parliament resumed yesterday, and also the appointments of the new cabinet, which is now a full house, not forgetting the acquittal of Dr. Chishimba Kambuli, who is in the opposition, the Patriotic Front, and also the criticism that came through after the presidential speech, not forgetting Bishop John Mambo supporting that the Ministry of Religious Affairs was scrapped off. Now quickly, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Who am I talking to and where are you calling us from?
This is the
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to thank you for this wonderful program that we brought in this wonderful moment.
Thank you, we appreciate.
Yes. My first comment is that this involved in the fact that we don't have to their position as the member of parliament. They are not there to start fooling around, thinking as if what we did it was right for us. That is the reason why we started from the head of state, moving him to that position, so that we can wait for other people also to check and balance things which they think to balance. And this is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning. So every beginning is its own thing. Specifically, I start to point out some other two things that are supposed to be done at best time to point out to other development in future. Now, when they start to check me, no, you promised free education, you promised what. One thing that you come, it's just less than 48 hours from those pronouncements, okay? And we have started the consuming acts. Let them first exercise their patience and then see how far you can do things. Then only starting consuming acts by bringing complaints and complaints. Wait and they wait. Okay, I think those are the few things.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. You can also come to 0968675273 just to pick on what he is just from talking about. In case you didn't get it, he is saying we need to give chance. In conclusion, we need to give chance to the new government to work and give them time to deliver on what they promised during the campaign period. Now, one of them that has been talk of the town when it comes to what the government promised, what everybody, half of the people, majority of the people are looking forward to is the free education. I remember last week on the... Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I'm all right, thank you. How are you? Who am I talking to and where are you calling us from? Okay, Mr. Morgan, please go ahead with your contribution.
I think the stock very well. Which we have. The fighting corruption and see that African reduce funding, and you also touched the food questions. Only those who are opposing are those who are bitter. And so all those who are speaking also opposition, our country everybody here that thing. That's why I'm going to people in the Putalika. So, now, if you look at the cabinet is very good cabinet is there. There's no tribalism. There's no something split up left out. Each person got ministers. Sometimes could not say that this is no. If you really put power down to it, they lost it on the world in the finance. Now you are telling me these ministers are here, which is what I was doing as a finance minister. What finance minister in a year? So, even in the football, there's a new player, look at this, and don't tell them. That's when you balance out this.
Thank you so much for coming through. Well, there you have it, 0968675273, 0968675273. What are your views on the new cabinet? Or you can actually come through to our Facebook platform and then you can drop your comments and we will gladly read them out. What Mr. Morgan is just from talking about, he says it's a mixture of different people from different provinces, different tribes. There's no tribalism, and also like I mentioned at the beginning, it's not just the ruling United Party for National Development that is in Parliament. The Patriotic Front is as well. We're talking the likes of Mr. Bomba Nusambo, who is actually one of the critics, and he promised the time he was being sworn in as Member of Parliament that he is willing to actually work with the new government and the new president, which is His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. So there has been talks, like I said at the beginning, there has been talks of different things, different critiques, not forgetting the current trending projects, binoculars and stuff like that. We have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, David.
I'm all right, thank you. How are you? Who am I talking to and where are you calling us from? Okay, Mr. Kabasa, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from the south.
Please go ahead with your contribution, sir.
Yeah, so, first and foremost, I feel it's important that we give the government some time. But most importantly, I feel we as citizens should be honest with ourselves and responsible for what we want to be responsible. I think so because we are the aspect of what a politician is going to do. The politicians tell us this when they get in power to do other things. I can give an example of the former mayor. They promised us Wi-Fi. And up to now, I don't think they're living in router around the block.
The free Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So when a politician promises and they are in power, they can deliver their promises. And we shouldn't, that's why we love that politician. And we voted, most of us voted for this government when they get in power. Let's be honest ourselves and stop encouraging them not to believe on their promises. And secondly, I want to talk about the new cabinet. I feel some ministries need first class people that understand certain things. For example, I mean, how is it that an old man is the minister of technology and science? When I was in university, I remember I was feeling a projector. These guys are so passionate. I'm not looking down at them, but some of them are very well up to technology. But I'm just saying, even if we have the new minister there, let him surround himself with fresh blood. There's a lot of young people, even in the PhD and other political parties, that can be nonsensical for such meetings. Yeah, secondly, let's talk about the issue of religious affairs. That was a very tiny ministry, but that did not realize its potential, you know. It's religious, right?
Yeah.
But I think the ministry was more about Christianity. You know, we have religions in this country. So it was more just like the Christian ministry. I'm not saying we should look down to Christianity, but what is it that the ministry was doing to bring all religious people together or live together in harmony? That was something that the ministry was supposed to do, and I think it was a very good ministry, but did not do its obligation. You know, they had its jurisdiction on the board side. The ministry of Chief and Physician Affairs. I hope it can be looked into and then redefine jurisdiction. I feel these like our you know, the all parents in this nation, they need the platform or the ministry or responsible. I know they have the House of Chiefs, but if they can have even a department that can look into our world, there's a lot of things happening in this system and they apply. In fact, a chief that is looking out for the proper house, you know, that ministry should be responsible for their accommodation. So, all in all, I am also disappointed with seeing the rate at which this country keeps on recycling constitutions. Now, it's to me as a youth, it just looks like these guys from the 1960s just come to make money. As a group, they leave, another person in front comes and brings them back. You get it? I refuse to accept that we do not have responsibility, that we do not have this that can deliver. In the first place, let's not them talk about experience. For them to have this experience, they have to get it started somewhere without experience. So let them not downthrow on the youth in the name of experience. Youth are capable, we are responsible. That's not one who can be responsible. Even if I make themselves responsible, some of them are responsible. But you don't say they are experienced. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming through.
All right.
Well, that is Mr. Kabal. So he mentioned quite a number of points, and I managed to pick out 3. The first one is giving time to the new government to actually work, in as much as we are crying for all the things that they promised us during the campaign period. Things can't happen overnight. Another thing is that he is hoping that the members of parliament and also the ministers will fulfill their promises. He mentioned the likes of our former mayor, who actually promised free Wi-Fi if he won the election. He did, but then we did not see the free Wi-Fi. Moving on, the other thing he mentioned was actually the scrapping off of the Ministry of Religious Affairs. He said the ministry had great potential, but they didn't actually take advantage of that because there were so many issues that were supposed to be handling. They didn't. So in as much as it has been scrapped off, he was hoping that it can be a department so that different churches, different pastors can actually go through and report the issues that they're going through. 0968675273, or get to our Facebook platform. What are your views on the new cabinet? What are your views on the new cabinet? 0968675273. We have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine.
I'm all right, thank you. Who am I talking to and where are you calling us from?
From Minnesota.
Please go ahead with your contribution, sir.
Yeah, actually, I'm also commenting on the removal of the religious affairs from the ministry. Yeah, it's a good idea that they have done so, but on the other hand, Zambia is a greater nation. So they were supposed to find means that way to come to correct that situation, rather than leaving it the way it is. And those who are commenting on the damage economy, actually it is not a good idea to begin commenting before other things to wait. Let's wait for a year or 2. If there will be mistakes, that's when we will become out and condemn them, rather than just beginning to condemn when they have not yet started working. That is my point.
All right, Reverend, thank you for coming through. 0968675273. What are your views on the new cabinet? You can also come through our Facebook platform. That's Camnet TV. Like the page if you haven't, and you're actually missing out. Okay, just on the lighter note, let's quickly take a short break, and then I'll be back with a conversation on the other side.
Hello, I'm Deborah Lukalu, all the way from South Africa. You are watching Camnet channel, not just another channel. God bless you. Stay tuned. We celebrate.
Are you a small to medium enterprise looking to advertise your products and services within your community and across Zambia? In these economic times, we are here to help you grow your business. Advertise with us on Camnet Market. Camnet Market is offering lower rates for prime time advertising between 06 to 18 hours every day to give your business an edge under the new normal and beyond. For more details, contact us on the following numbers: 097 975 3010 or 096 296 5883, as well as 096 2444 726. You can also reach us via email on info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, not just another channel. The Camnet October Conference is fast approaching. To participate in the forthcoming conference, you're required to book your seat by paying 750 kwacha per person per day. Date 1st and 2nd October 2021. Venue, the Healing Word Ministries International in Ibex Hill. Guest speakers include Professor Reda, Professor Munkumba, Mr. Nkuruma Kalaluka, Dr. Musonda, Dr. Sitima, Anthony from USA, Dr. Mwale, Honorable Bob Sichinga, Elias Bondela, and your hosts, Pastors Victoria and Moses Chiluba.
The deadline for payments will be 28th September 2021. Any late payment made after 28 September will attract a penalty fee of 200 kwacha per person.
Make your payments through mobile money for MTN 096 296 5883, for Airtel 097 975 3010. Our banking details are 913 000 182 5325. Stanbic Bank, Kablonga branch.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. Quickly getting into our interview of the day. On set with me, I have Mr. Maxwell Chisase, and we'll just be talking about different things that we should expect from the trade union that he's formed. You're actually the president, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we'll be talking about different things that there will be that they have in store, and also what projects that they will be working on. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Pressure.
Good to have you on set.
Pressure is mine.
Yes. Now, quickly getting into the trade union. What is the trade union and what is it about?
First and foremost, I thank you for that question. The trade union is basically we represent civil servants and workers, and it is registered in accordance with the Industrial and Labor Relations Act, Chapter 269 of the laws of Zambia.
What is your union about? You've talked about representing workers. What are other things is your union involved in?
First and foremost, our union, the core value of our union, we represent workers in various matters. We bargain for those who have graduated for employment, and those who are already in employment for better conditions and even promotions. Apart from that, as a union, we also engage and ensure that we secure the social welfare of our members in terms of better conditions and services. Okay, now for every organization, and talking of different institutions and NGOs, there's always something that they contribute to the country. Talk of their members of staff. What are the things, or what are some of the things that your members have actually, or are contributing to the country? First and foremost, our members across the country are contributing to this great nation in various ways. From the membership, we have the public health, the community health assistance, and we also have the environmental health. Basically, our members, what they contribute to the nation, it is, we usually look at the 5 pillars of environmental health. That's disease control, built environment, occupational health, sanitation, water and hygiene, and food safety. Basically, when you look at disease control, our members have been in the forefront in fighting various diseases. Our members have been they were involved in fight against cholera, and they are actually involved in the fight against COVID-19. Our members are in the forefront, ensuring that the country and the public is protected. They are doing this in various places, port health, in markets, and as well in the public, ensuring that we are safeguarded and protected.
Okay, so now currently the country is in the vibe of having a new president, new government regime, talking of the new cabinet now. As an organization, we've had different institutions have certain expectations from the new government. As an organization, you coming from the trade union, what are your expectations as an institute, and also as what are your expectations from your members coming from the government?
Basically, from the expectation of our members with the coming in of the new government, our members have hope, and they are looking forward to the new government to fulfill some of its expectation. As the president said, that we are going to ensure that there will be promotion on merit and those who are qualified. And we have our members who have acquired various qualification in, for example, our members, degree holders, they have no salary scale for degree holders. They have no salary scale for degree holders. We are looking forward
to the new government to ensure that at least the position for degrees and the salary scale, they are created in accordance with these other professions in Ministry of Health. In local government, the degree holders, they have their own salary scale. Then apart from that, we are also looking forward to the new government to ensure that the social welfare, it is well organized, and we are also looking forward to the government to review and revise the retirement age, because most of the people have retired and they have been retained on the payroll. The moment it is revised, those who have retired, they are going to create space for others. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now looking at you being a youthful president, obviously you have a number of young people in the trade union. What are some of the things, or let's say, what are some of the disadvantages, or what are some of the problems that you have been facing? What are some of the challenges that you've been facing as a trade union?
First and foremost, coming in the trade union as young, a lot of people only expect that trade union or labor politics, it's for elder people. But looking at the situation and the time frame we are in, we have come to understand that even as young people, we need to be counted, we need to be involved if we have to move this nation to greater heights. We don't need to wait when we are old or we are no longer youths to get involved in labor matters. Yes, I'm one of the young leaders, if not mistaken, one of the youngest presidents in the labor movement. We have come in to offer divergent leadership to ensure and inspire the young leaders that even the youthful, that even them, they can secure and represent fellow youths. Not only fellow youths, they can also represent on various organizations. It's not going to be easy, and it has not been easy to be in the labor movement. It's going to require skillful, it's going to require education, it's also going to require to understand the various laws and the various laws and rules which govern the labor movement in this country.
Okay, now yesterday we saw a full house in Parliament resumed. There has been some talks about the presidential speech. Let me also take this opportunity to hear from you. What is your take on the presidential speech?
The presidential speech, it has been inspiring, especially it has revived the hope of many Zambians. And when you look at the presidential speech, he made a lot of pronouncements. When you look at the green economy basically still falls on our members and other people to ensure that the presidential speech, it is delivered, and various offices which are enshrined or which are supposed to deliver the presidential speech, they are supposed to engage various stakeholders so that the presidential speech and the guidelines, what he has said, it should be measurable. He pronounced, but we need to have it measurable, and the time frame, the 5 years, so the people in various ministries who are supposed to ensure that the presidential speech is delivered accordingly, they are supposed to go back to the drawing board and come up with measurable time frame and engaging various partners to ensure that the people they are well, or the people are well engaged, and the presidential speech and the presidential directives are well delivered on time.
Okay, so Mr. Chisase, just before I let you go, looking at time, what is your word of encouragement and also your word of appeal to the public?
The word of appeal to the public is we have the new government. We also expect us on our part to do our part as the government is doing its part. We should not only wait upon the government. even us, we should come out and do our part. When we see the government is not doing the right thing, we should be able to remind those people who are in offices that those offices they are occupying for us, and they should be able to deliver and do things accordingly and to the expectation of the people. And as the people, we should be able to do the right thing to ensure that we propel and see the economy of this country to its will, because when we have the better economy, which means everyone, we are going to benefit as a country and as individuals. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming through. Well, there you have it. I was just having a conversation with Mr. Maxwell Chisase, and we were just talking about the works that the trade union is taking on, and also the expectations of the trade union from the new government. We quickly took a break. Unfortunately, when I come back on the other side, I'll be packing my bags. I'll be back after this.
Are you a small to medium enterprise looking to advertise your products and services within your community and across Zambia? In these economic times, we are here to help you grow your business. Advertise with us on Camnet Market. Camnet Market is offering lower rates for prime time advertising between 06 to 18 hours every day to give your business an edge under the new normal and beyond. For more details, contact us on the following numbers: 097 975 3010 or 096 296 5883, as well as 096 244 726. You can also reach us via email on info@camnettvafrica.com. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Africa is rising to a new dawn of integrity and accountability. Are you tired of being swindled or buying fake or illegal properties? Would you like to sell or buy genuine property? Would you like to list your property on both local and international market? Don't waste your time. Call the professionals, the SGK Properties, on +260 762 166 018. SGK Properties. Your business assurance is our priority.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. The question is, what are your views on the new government? Now, we've got comments coming through from our Facebook platform. This one is coming from Prophetic Samuel Mkandawira, saying PF guys are jealous. Okay, this one is coming from Alex Mufana, and he's saying, morning watching from Solwezi. Already Bali has fixed the cabinet that includes all tribes from 10 provinces. For education, I don't think those can manage to pay school fees like MP and ministers, only those that can't manage. So what he's trying to say is that free education will only be for the vulnerable people. And also this one is coming through from Luke Muyamba, and he's saying the new cabinet is inspiring. Actually, I have a long contribution here. I'll try to read it as fast as I can. It's like in-laws asking their son if the wife is pregnant in 2 days. Ministers were just appointed and they have not put a working team in place, and one is offering checks and balances. Let's be real, the team just have been put a challenging standard. That's why these people are shy to accept we have a unique government in the new dawn. You go out and ask people on the streets, they are happy and laughing at them. That's why they can't wait after all the promises on the cadres and balanced cabinets has scored. Let's be real. Okay, so thank you so much to everybody that came through with the Facebook comments and also the calls, not forgetting our guests that came through. Unfortunately, that we have come to the end of the show. Make sure that you make a date with us next time. Our topic of discussion for today was, what are your views on the new cabinet? We've received different opinions from different individuals, different provinces and towns as well. I would like to say thank you on behalf of Isaac and Elijah Chifita and myself, Precious Mzea Saka. Kaleji, and also the Camnet TV crew. Have a beautiful morning, and thank you for watching.